Also, somebody like Otile Brown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Otile Brown got over 100. Wa Kenya kwa sasa ukiona vile wamekuja na vile wanatambasamu, ni kumaanisha sasa wanafurahia matunda ya muziki wao. Mbeleni mlikuwa mnasikia wengine wanasema tunapata kitu kidogo, wanashare kwa media. Leo hii najua wale watashare kwa media, hakuna mtu atashare kitu kidogo, hakuna 2,000, hakuna 200, hakuna 600. Watu wako na checks nono. Na wale wanapata pesa kwa M-Pesa wanapata pesa nono. Kwa hivyo hakuna member wetu hata mmoja wakiwa 16,000 wale tunawapatia pesa ya haibu. Sisi tunawanjali, tunawapenda, tunataka pesa wakuwe nayo. Na kupata pesa mifukoni mwao ni kumaanisha to collect more. And to collect more, it is the environment being enabled well. So it is now when we are asking this to the government, tuko na shida ya enforcement. Enforcement, we want enforcement because when we have this enforcement, we will collect more and more will go to the pockets of musicians.
Now on the 15th or 14th of January this year, of course, the CEO posted kwamba the money available is 20 million, lakini umesema wanapata chini. No. Je, labda ile bado ilikuwa 20 million ama zimeongezeka hapa katikati?
Yeah, that's a good question. You see, collection it is gradual and we are collecting every now and then. So what we want to do actually, it is to make sure our members are well remunerated. Doesn't matter 20 million, 25 million, 30 million. We want to ensure even 100 million, even 200 million we are ready to pay to distribute. So the issue of what the CEO announced at that time and what we will do, actually our aim is to remunerate them very well. So we will do more than that.
Maybe yes. Mr. Chairman, what is Mcsk doing differently from other years ambayo inafanya labda wasanii sasa hivi wanafurahia kazi yao?
You see, the most important thing it is that we have a very vibrant CEO. And when you have a good CEO manager, even in your house, when the manager is well, you expect everything to move well. Dr. Ezekiel Mutua is very competent and he knows his duties. He works well. He mingles well with the musicians and the musician loves him. They also like what we are doing. As board and as the chair of the board, they love us because we care. We listen to them and we want them to live well. So the secret it is we listen to them and we are wishing them well and we want them to get what is rightfully theirs to their pockets. So I think the secret it is because of what they see us have for them.
Probably Mr. Kidogo tu labda still on Mr. Chairman, sorry. Maybe tukizungumzia hela hivi leo Mr. Chairman mmeweza kupeana hela, labda the highest msanii amepata hela ngapi? Labda unaweza kumtaja ama labda unaweza pia kosa, lakini tuambie amepata labda hela ngapi?
Kulingana na vile tumefanya imekuwa ni wazi. Mumeona kuna yule amepata 715, hiyo cheki tumepeana.
Kenyan?
He's a publisher, he represents so many musicians and especially here and outside like Tanzania. That is a publisher. We have also somebody like Otile Brown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Otile Brown got over 100,000, I think it was 120. There are those who got 100, 9, 50, 60. There are those who will also get 10,000. The reason is why I'm saying this can't be equal. It is because kila mmoja kazi yake ni tofauti na unalipa kulingana na bidii yako, si ni kweli? Yule ametia bidii sana atapata sana, yule anjatia bidii sana hatuwezi watoshanisha. Yes, and I also want you to note that we have two categories of distribution. We have a general distribution and we have this scientific distribution. What we have done today, it is scientific. That's why you see some is getting 20, another one is getting 100 based on the airplay and is BD on e-cast wanaifanya. General distribution actually it is whereby every member, as long as you are a member, you will get something, at least the minimum. And the minimum ndio tumeamua haitakuwa ni kitu ya hivyo. kila mtu atapata minimum mzuri, pesa mzuri. Yes.
Also, sir, today we are saying that the people who attended the event are mostly gospel artists. There is that conclusion that people are coming to that Mcsk has a better relationship with the gospel artists more than the secular artists. Are you of that view?
Let me say, you cannot choose your friends, you cannot choose people who are coming, you cannot choose whatever. I may say that secular and gospel musician, when you check the data, you will find the ratio. It is like 7 to 3. That is out of 10. So you will see that gospel musicians are men, and they don't come because they are the one who loves us most. It is because sometimes when you call them, they will come. Those others, we've got some, you've seen some checks, calling for checks, and we are taking them back for them to come to the office. Majority of the checks that we have called was from the secular side. So we invited everyone, and we made sure that the ratio and the categories are well represented. So tukumbangua na hatumbangui. Kwa hivyo watu wa gospel wako wengi katika huu uwanja na wanatia bidii sana na wanatuombeanga sana. Hii chama ingekuwa sio wao, maombi ni mzuri. Na ningetaka kusema maombi ni mzuri, maana chama chetu pahali kilikuwa kimefikishwa, watu wao wa gospel wamefunga, wameomba, wamepanga na wamesema lazima chama yao isimame. Kuna mambo yenyenye businessmen wale huwa wanataka hii biashara, lakini wakiingia wanapata kumbe shida, lazima msanii kuidhinisha kufanya hiyo kazi sio rahisi. Wanakuja wanatusumbua, lakini mwishowe tunashinda. But now mikakati yenye imewekwa na tumeweka board pamoja na CEO na vile serikali iko tayari kutusaidia. Mnaona mheshimiwa, sababu ya sheria ni kumaanisha mambo inaendelea mzuri. Na ukiona mheshimiwa pahali yako, I cannot be associated with something that is shoddy. So that means we are serious in serious business. Yeah.
Alright, basi tukizungumza na CEO mwenyewe pale.
Karibu.
Tumeona muziki wa Kenya unazidi kupaa, lakini sasa unajua tuko 2024. Ni kitu kipi ambacho utakifanya tuseme kwamba 2024 hapa Kenya itakuwa a year of music, a year of entertainment?
Ni vile chairman amesema, we need to play more local content. If you look at the list that we have, the top earner who is getting 757,000 is actually representing Tanzanian music and Diamond Platinum, the Zabron singers, Israel Bonyi, and other international musicians. These are the music that is played more in churches, in radio stations. So I think, like Chairman has said, you can't choose for people. Content is king, and that's why I always tell our people, sing songs that can be consumed even by family. Because if you look at this gospel, the reason why gospel is earning more or local content, when it comes to local content, is because Kenyans are Christians, Kenyans are religious, so they tend to listen to that more. But when you come to what is played in broadcasting stations, I think the evidence is in this list, that it is the likes of Otile, Mcsk who are leading. We need to have a conversation to see what kind of music that is and learn from them, and then they can mentor the young people. So going forward, we are going to encourage the compliance with the local content quota. It's supposed to be 85% by now. We must love our music, we must love our artists. We are the customers. While I'm challenging the artists themselves to align themselves with the market and look at the demands and the dynamics of the demands of the consumer, it's also important for us to have a rule and be intentional about playing local music, be intentional about consuming local, and encourage our people to create. You know, we have enjoyed Malisafi Chito. It's a beautiful song, but people tend to like more foreign. So the things that we are going to do is to work with the Communications Authority of Kenya to encourage media houses to comply with the 75 to 85% local content. That's one of the things. The other one is mentorship, of course, to pick people like this, and that's why we have brought even the upcoming musicians to interact with the veterans, the legends. Then we have brought even members of parliament. We have really pleaded with Mheshimiwa, and she has been here since morning, because we also want them to understand the environment, so that when in parliament, they make laws that will assist us to resolve these issues, so that Kenyans consume more local content, they buy local music, and they consume local music.
Mheshimiwa, do you support that?
Of course, 100%, because myself, I have been a recording artist. So I know the hustle that musicians go through to get their art out there. And for us as Parliament, we must have a commitment to ensure that we have the proper and right legislation in place that will enable the Kenyan music industry to thrive. We have countries like Algeria, which are collecting around 10 million euros per quarter. That is where we want to get, because at the end of the day, it is about the artist getting money. And that must be the focus for all CMOs, whether it's Mcsk, whether it's CAMP or PRISC. The focus must be to ensure that the artist gets the money, because they are the ones who go through the entire hustle of creating, of coming up with music, so that they can also entertain us. And as the Kenya Kwanza government, what I know is that the president is very intentional about creative arts and about supporting the industry. And as members of parliament, what we can do is ensure that we support him to ensure that all our creative arts are earning good money. I mean, we've seen industries like Nollywood, Bollywood, Hollywood. We would want to see that in future, and Kenya can get there because we have many talented artists, but like the CEO has said, we must also be intentional to support Kenyan music and arts.